Some countries have highways, hospitals, and iPhones. Others, same planet, same humans, have none of that. Why? That's the whole video. We're using two fictional countries, country A and country B. Same size, same population, 500 years ago. Today, country A is rich, country B is not. 6 reasons why. 1. Geography. Country A is coastal, fertile soil, mild climate. Country B is landlocked, dry, harsh. Before trucks and planes, water was the only cheap way to move goods. Coastal countries traded with the world. Landlocked ones couldn't. Fertile land meant food surpluses. Surpluses meant not everyone had to farm. When people stop just surviving, specialization starts. Specialization is where wealth comes from. Country A is already building an economy. Country B is still feeding itself. 2. Institutions. 3 things matter most: property rights, rule of law, contract enforcement. Property rights means if you build it, you own it. Nobody can take it. Sounds obvious. For most of history, it wasn't. If your stuff can be seized at any moment, why build more stuff? You wouldn't. Country A protects property early. People invest, build, take risks. Country B doesn't. The guy at the top takes what he wants. Nobody builds anything bigger than necessary. Economists call this inclusive versus extractive institutions. Inclusive ones spread power and protect people. Extractive ones concentrate power and drain people. Rule of law means the same rules apply to everyone, including the powerful. Without it, you only do business with people you personally trust. 3. Colonial history. European colonial powers colonized large parts of Africa, Asia, and Latin America. The goal wasn't to build local economies, it was extraction. Country B was colonized, resources stripped, institutions dismantled. When independence came, it inherited weak governance, arbitrary borders, and a population locked out of education and capital for generations. Country A was not. The path matters. That disadvantage doesn't disappear in a generation. 4. Human capital. Human capital means the education and health of your population. Country A invested in both early. Here's the loop. Sick kids miss school. Kids who miss school earn less. Adults who earn less can't invest in their kids. Repeat for generations. 5. Industrialization. In the 1700s and 1800s, machines changed everything. Factories, steam power, mass production. Country A industrialized. Country B didn't, or was prevented from doing so. More output per person means higher wages, more investment, more technology. The countries that industrialized first built a lead that was nearly impossible to close. And industrialization required everything we already covered: property rights, human capital, geographic access to coal and ports. Country A had all of it. Country B was missing most of it. 6. Trade. Countries that trade with the world grow faster, consistently. Trade forces specialization. Country B exports raw commodities, crops, minerals, oil. Prices are volatile, margins are thin, the structure locks in, and it's very hard to escape. So why isn't it fixed? We know what works. Why don't poor countries just do it? Path dependence. Low tax revenue means you can't fund the education that would eventually raise tax revenue. Chicken and egg. Political incentives. Inclusive institutions require the ruling class to give up power. The people who benefit from the current system rarely volunteer to change it. What works is investment in health and education. Infrastructure. The countries that made the biggest leaps, South Korea, Taiwan, Singapore, did exactly this. Strong institutions, education investment, aggressive trade integration. Not magic, mechanics. Not one cause, not one fix. A web of factors, natural, historical, institutional, compounding over hundreds of years. The real answer is always structural, always historical, always compounding. That's worth knowing. Hit like if this taught you something school never did. Subscribe for more. Drop a comment. Which country do you think made the most impressive economic leap in the last 50 years? See you in the next one.